What's going on, my friends? My name is Chris Peach. I'm a blogger, a podcaster, and a YouTuber, and I help people create budgets, save more money, and get out of debt. Now, I've been helping lots and lots of college students over the past couple years, and some of the most common questions I receive are, Chris, what is the difference between a credit card and a debit card? Or how does a checking account work? Or what should I be looking for when it comes to checking accounts and credit cards? What should I be looking for as a college student? Or how do I set up my finances as a college student? So these are all great questions. We're gonna nail all of these questions down today. By the end of this video, you're gonna have a full understanding of all those topics I just mentioned. But before we do that, I'm bringing on an expert to help me do this. I'm not doing this alone. So I'm bringing on OneAZ Credit Union's Northern Regional President, Miguel Maldonado.
Well, thank you for having me, Chris. I appreciate you being able to adjust and do this virtual appointment.
All right, Miguel, I know you're a busy guy. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to do this video for us. So I'm going to jump right into it. The number one question I probably receive is this: what is the difference between a credit card and a debit card? How do they work? How does one differ from the other? Can you just break that down in the simplest terms possible so we can understand it?
That's a common question. What's the difference between a credit card and a debit card? Well, a debit card is attached to your checking account, and a credit card is a limit that the financial institution will give you. So it doesn't come out automatically out of your checking account like a debit card.
Well, thank you, Miguel, for that perfect explanation. So to kind of summarize this, it sounds like credit cards, think if you're borrowing money from the bank, you'll pay that off later. Debit cards are money is coming out of your checking account right now when you swipe your debit card. So think debit cards are instant, credit cards are borrowing money that you'll pay to the bank or pay back to the bank later, okay? So with that said, another question I get is, how does someone go about getting a credit card if they have no credit whatsoever? They're brand new at all of this. They don't have any credit history. So how do they go and get a credit card?
It is a little more difficult to get a credit card without any credit. You would have to go the secured route, or if you are a student in college, they do allow you to receive a credit card for some financial institutions.
All right, Miguel, to kind of piggyback that onto the next question is, when I am looking for a credit card, what are some of the things that I should be looking for? I've seen cards out there that are offering cash back. Some are doing rewards, some are doing miles, some are doing some kind of points. There's all these different options out there. What are some of the things that I should be looking for when I want to go out and get a credit card?
Yeah, credit cards offer so many different types of rewards. If you travel, you may get some extra points. If you go to the grocery store a lot, or you utilize gas stations, you do get some additional points out there that you can turn into cash back, or you can end up getting some gift cards or some different ways to utilize those rewards.
All righty, Miguel, this next question is going to be a little near and dear to my heart now, okay? So I went to Arizona State University. In my first week on campus, I was walking through the Memorial Union, and I saw that I can get this free t-shirt. The only thing I needed to do to get this free t-shirt was to sign up for this credit card. So I signed up for the credit card, and I had no idea how to use it. And that t-shirt ended up costing me about $15,000. So my question is, as a college student, what advice should they be getting, or what should they be doing to make sure they're managing these credit cards wisely while being a college student?
Yeah, one of the great things about having a credit card in college is you are going to build your credit. You just got to make sure that you're doing it the right way and you're not accruing a bunch of interest when you actually make these purchases. Because it can go from a 0% quickly up to a 21%. And it'll take you a significant amount of time to pay that off. In some instances, $1,000 can maybe take you up to 5 years to get that paid off because of the interest and the minimum payments that you're making.
I love it, Miguel. I wish I would have known you when I was in college, because we could have had this conversation and I could have saved about $15,000 on that t-shirt I bought. So the next question I have for you is, what information does a college student, or does anybody, need when it comes to applying for a credit card?
To apply for a credit card, it doesn't take a whole lot. What you would need is a photo ID, your social security number, along with a form of income. And you can do it in so many different ways. You can easily go into one of our 20 branches. You could do it online. You can do it through our virtual appointments. It is very simple for you to go ahead and apply and get a response immediately.
All right, Miguel, kind of switching gears here. We just kind of hit on debit cards and credit cards and how to open up a credit card and what information you need to have ready. But kind of switching gears here, I want to talk to you about checking accounts, okay? So what should I be looking for as a college student, say? What should I be looking for in a checking account? Because there's so many different options out there, it's kind of overwhelming. So what are some of the things that a college student or somebody just starting out should be looking for in terms of checking accounts?
What you're going to want to do is make sure that you spend that time with your banker, really truly understanding your needs on what you're going to be utilizing that checking account for. Because there are going to be some minimum deposits. There's going to be some direct deposit requirements as well, so that you can avoid any kind of fees that come with the checking account. But ultimately, that determination will be made between you and your banker.
So Miguel, my next question kind of goes back again to my own personal experience. So years ago, when I first opened up my own checking account, I got put in some kind of checking account, some product that you needed to have a certain balance in it. And if you made transfers too many times, there wasn't a high enough average monthly balance. There was fees, and I ended up paying all these crazy fees that were ridiculous. It's actually why I left the bank and found OneAZ Credit Union, was because of all of this. But I don't want our students to make the same exact mistakes I did. So what should they know about fees, about account minimums, about opening an account, how much they should have to open an account? What are some of the things they should know so they don't get caught up in the same mistakes that I made?
So the fees that come with the checking account are determined on the type of checking account you have. There will be some that have a minimum deposit amount, some that have minimum card swipes, along with direct deposit minimums as well. So what I would highly recommend, again, is going back and spending that time with your banker and understanding what would work for you in order for you to avoid any kind of fee.
All right, Miguel, so wrapping up here, what do I need to have to open up a checking account? What information do I have to have in place before I can actually open up my account?
In order for you to open a checking account, you're going to want to have your ID, social security number, address, and source of income as well. Not that the income is determinant on whether you're going to be able to have an account, but it helps you with other offers that may be coming through when you open your checking account. Because when you open that up, we want to make sure we understand your entire financial need.
Yeah.
And there may be some other products and services that we can offer that would fit your financial goals.
All right, Miguel, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to do this video with us. The goal of this video was to make sure we had a good understanding of the difference between a debit card, a credit card, how a checking account works, and what we need to do to be successful in managing all those together. Now, if you enjoy this video and you want to see more of them, head on over to our social channels. We can be found on Facebook at OneAZ Credit Union or on Instagram at OneAZCU. We're going to be doing more and more of these videos, so head on over us, follow us on social media so you'll be updated next time we do these videos. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.